It's clear to me that you were not ready for this.
If you think about it, Edith doesn't make any sense. Tony Stark developed an AI that can launch hundreds, if not thousands, of killer drones from space, and hack into any phone or computer without leaving a trace, and can monitor anyone in the world. Then the AI isn't even as smart as his other versions? Jarvis, Friday, and Karen all push back when the user is about to do something stupid. Peter gives someone who he barely knows access to Edith, and all it asks for is verification.
Confirm. See, that wasn't so hard.
When Beck is trying to kill Peter, Edith is smart enough not to fire the drones that might hurt Beck. But why would it allow its secondary user to kill its primary user? This would be like Jarvis going, "Yeah, random guy. I'll kill Tony for you, no problem." Why wouldn't Edith identify Beck as his former Stark employee? Karen is able to look into the criminal records of anyone it records. But the Edith AI, with deadlier tech, doesn't even offer that suggestion? That's even before we talk about the fact that Tony willed this tech to somebody who no longer existed. We have to assume he willed it to Peter right before his trip through time. But what was his plan if he died but they didn't come back? Who would he have given them to? We have to assume he didn't give them to Rhodey because he didn't want the government involved, which, considering recent developments, is probably a good thing.
It tested well with focus groups, all right?
The glasses don't need to go somebody who's superpowered. Anyone that you trust completely would do. So why would you give them to a kid whose supersuit wouldn't allow him to wear them in combat? It checks his identity with an optical scan. If he needed them in battle, he would have to uncover his face.
Not a great plan.
But maybe they have a contact lens version of them.
Why didn't he just put Edith into a new spider suit? We see how quickly he can make one. Then this tech would put Peter on par with some of the smaller militaries. World leaders would want it for themselves. Think of how many people would kill for this, or how much they would pay for it. Peter and May are poor in New York City to the point that Flash bullies him for it.
Yo, Parker, this is called an airplane. It's like the buses you're used to, except it flies over the poor neighborhoods instead of driving through them.
If anyone knew that he had these capabilities, they would be bribing him or threatening him like crazy. So why not leave Peter a few million to make sure he's not tempted?
Is this grant, got money involved or whatever?
And Peter getting rich at the end of Far From Home would make him having to give it up in No Way Home even more tragic. But what do you think? Did Tony have a backup user for Edith? Was his plan just crap? Or should he have just put Edith in a new spider suit and been done with it? Let us know in the comments.